Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now our country has been controlled by a duopoly that intentionally sets up rules and practices to suppress minor party and independent candidates from achieving success. This is testing our country, or any sovereign of that matter, that is so conceived and dedicated can long endure. We face those challenges in democratic elections after democratic elections all across this continent, and we dedicate a portion of these elections to put up alternative candidates that's not running with an R or D in front of their name, to have a more healthy dialogue, to debate on every issue, to improve on people's lives, and preserve the ideals of our framers. But there's always a struggle in doing this, because the major parties intentionally set up rules like arbitrary polling requirements that third-party candidates need to be on the debate stage, raising the petition signature count for these minor parties to earn ballot access, and even creating this notion that if you vote third party, you are essentially wasting your vote, and you're helping the opposition party to get elected into office. All of these laws and narratives created by this corrupt monopoly are to protect themselves and keep them entrenched in power. This is why, in the larger sense, as Abraham Lincoln once said, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot howl this ground, because the brave third-party candidates, who are the brave souls that have stood up against the Democrats and Republicans, and have struggled to get on the ballot, and have always stood up to fight against them for their voice to be heard and evaluated upon by the voters. We've seen this play out countless times throughout American history, but the most recent time is in the 2021 Virginia gubernatorial election, in which Princess Blandon, the Liberation Party's nominee, worked so hard to earn ballot access, but was still being suppressed to be on the debate stage between Youngkin and McAuliffe. In the middle of the final debate, she had enough and decided to protest and interrupted the moderator by saying, "Sir, why am I not allowed on stage?" Think about it. Be in Princess's shoes at this moment and think about how would you feel running for elected office and you too are forbidden to be on the debate stage, even though you're also a candidate running for the same office as your opponents are. I would be so incredibly pissed off because all candidates, regardless of party affiliation, all have a fundamental right to be allowed to debate, to show to the voters of who they are, what politicians they will be, and also drawing a contrast between themselves and their opponents. This is the fundamental reason why we as Americans must act and stand up to make our democracy a better place for all Americans, regardless of what party we affiliate to. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what people like Princess Blandon did here. It is for us, the American voters, to be dedicated to the unfinished work that she who fought here so hard has thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us. From this person we take increased devotion to that cause, for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here, as citizens of this great country, highly resolve that she did not lose in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
We lead the way in setting the example for the rest of the country that hopefully the Democrats and the Republicans will take notice now. They will stop, they will stop their partisan party politics and start doing what's right for the people.